Peace. It's Equality Fragrances coming to you from Prince George's County, Maryland. Welcome to my cipher. A cipher is a person, place, or thing within my circumference. The understanding of my cipher is peace. For all those new to the channel and those who have been supporting me since day one, I humbly appreciate all your support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you be notified when I drop some new videos. All of that goes a long way in helping the channel grow, and it costs you nothing to do. With that being said, come on in, sit down, and let's build. Today, I will be giving you 5 fragrances to make you feel like an executive boss. Not your regular boss, I'm talking at the top of the food chain boss. Now, caveat, I'm only giving you 5. Your favorite fragrance may not make 5. I look at the fragrances behind me and I could have done 50. I'm only giving you 5. These are recommendations. I am not trying to sell you anything. If you buy these fragrances, great. If you don't, great. 99% of all fragrances behind me have been purchased with my own money. I had to put that out there because I know it's been said and it's been asked, so I wanted to put that out there. These 5 fragrances are fragrances, when I wear them, it changes my entire mood and I feel like I'm on another level. Choose your 5, add on. I don't have everything. I haven't smelt everything. There's a million fragrances. I don't think anybody can say they have. But that's why I call it the cipher. We build or destroy here. I choose to build. Build is to add on. So add on with your 5 fragrances in the comments. With that being said, let's start the show. These are in no particular order. The first fragrance we're going to be discussing, I've said that once you reach manhood and you reach that level where you are the career guy. What do I mean by the career guy? You got 401ks, 403bs, paid leave, paid vacations. You own a few suits, tailored suits. I feel like every man should own a few tailored suits, some nice dress shoes, and you should have a fougere within your collection. What is a fougere? Fougere is a barbershop scent. What is a barbershop scent? Most men have been to the barbershop. When they put the alcohol on your face, when they start cleaning you up, that smell you get, fougere means fern. Typically speaking, what makes a fougere is lavender, oak moss, and tonka bean. Traditionally speaking, that has to be in your fougere. It has a fern-like quality. This fragrance that I'm choosing is the first fougere ever created. It came out in like the 1800s. Then it went into their vault, was shelved, and back in 2010 they brought this fragrance back out. And this comes from the house of Houbigant. This is Fougere Royal. This is your quintessential barbershop scent. Absolutely amazing. You can wear this any season. Like if you're going to work or you're going anywhere and you want to just smell like a clean, refined man, nothing says clean, refined like this in a tailored suit. Nothing. You should have it in your collection. That's Houbigant Fougere Royal. Next up on the list, I was asked a long time ago, somebody said, equality. If you had to get rid of all your fragrances and you can only keep one, what fragrance would it be? All of these, I can only keep one. It had me thinking. It's a few things I have to consider. Wearability, so I can wear it anytime, any place, doing anything. Because I only have one fragrance, I need good performance. I need it to smell good, very pleasing and compliment getting. And I need it to smell masculine. I don't really, if I had to only pick one, I probably wouldn't pick a unisex scent or feminine leaning scent. That's just me, that's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. This fragrance would be the fragrance I would choose. This is coming from the house of Nishane. This is Hacivat. This fragrance does it all. Performance, 10 plus hours is not an issue. This has pineapple. You get the tartness of grapefruit and bergamot up top. That makes it very juicy. So the pineapple's kind of tart yet juicy, and then all the masculine woods are inside this fragrance. Mainly oak moss. Something very earthy, woody, dry is what you get. You get some patchouli, some cedar in here. This is a stunning fragrance. No, it does not smell like Aventus. Absolutely not. This is doing its own thing and is an amazing fragrance, a 10 out of 10 fragrance in my book. That's Hashivat. Next up on the list, you cannot say CEO and boss executive without showing love to the Middle East. This fragrance I'm gonna be discussing is extremely complex. A lot of their fragrances are complex. This fragrance really has no opening, mid, dry. It is changing throughout the life of the fragrance. Almost every time I wear it, I get a different faucet. 6 hours later of wearing it, the opening will come back. This smells like the Middle East. More specifically, it smells like Dubai. This is from the Spirit of Dubai. This is Terrath. What do you get here? Now, traditionally speaking, what I start getting here, when I first spray it on, I get the shisha, smoky shisha. What is shisha? It is tobacco. It's the tobacco smoked out of a hookah pipe, not hookah. Hookah is an instrument to smoke shisha. So you get this fruity shisha, some strawberry shisha, some apple shisha. You get all sorts of fruity shishas. You can smell it burning. You get the shuks, or the souks, I believe, which is the Arabic spice market. You can smell it. While in the market, you can smell and you can just envision gentlemen, Arabic gentlemen, drinking Turkish coffee, which is coffee and cardamom. As it starts to transition, you start getting some woodiness. The oud starts coming in, but it's a very wearable, smooth, dry oud starts to come in. Then I'll start getting this leathery faucet. Like on these fragrances, you will see a lot of stuff like civet, castoreum, some ambery nuances, and you will say, oh man, it's oud and it has civet and castoreum. No, don't be bothered by that. Traditionally speaking, how you make the leather accord, you need an animalic, which will be civet or castoreum. Generally speaking, you use skyrax or rock rose labdanum. You can of course use stuff like saffron, but rock rose or labdanum. And you would have, if you wanted more of a Russian leather, you would add birch tar. Most Russian leathers have birch tar in them. Anyway, neither here nor there. So what that creates is a leather accord. When you look at these fragrances online, you're gonna see all these notes. Just know a lot of those notes are creating accords. So you get this ambery accord. You got a lot of woody nuances throughout the fragrance. You get some smoke, some incense. You get the fruitiness from the shisha, and you get a lot of warm, fresh spice. So you get some fresh spice, which comes from cardamom, and you get some warm spice, which comes from like stuff like cinnamon. Stunning fragrance, 10 out of 10. Smells absolutely fantastic. That's Terrath. Next up on the list is my favorite fragrance from the entire house. I've always said if I do a list like this and you're talking about a boss, you have to have this fragrance on your list. I just think you have to. There's another fragrance from this house that I need to get. That's a traditional masculine man's fragrance. I'm probably going to add it in my collection in 2022. This is coming from the house of Creed. This is Creed's Royal Oud. The fragrance I will be adding is Bois de Portugal, which is, I believe, a traditional fougere, and I just need to have it. I think it's a classic men's scent. Sometimes you gotta have a classic fragrance within your collection. Anyway, what do you get from here? You almost get a modern fougere kind of feel to it, but it's not overly animalic. You get this fern quality, some clary sage in here. You get some bright peppery citrus up top, and it's extremely woody. I get mostly sweet pencil shavings, which is the cedar wood that you get a lot of. Now, people say, it's not no oud in here. The reality is most of us, reviewers included, don't even know oud if it was sitting in front of you. Oud has different faucets. Is it Cambodian oud? Is it oud from Laos? Is it Tahitian oud? Is it oud Assam? They all smell different. So could oud be in here? Yeah, it's a possibility it could. I'm not gonna say it's not, but I get mostly cedarwood. Amazing scent. If I'm coming to your wedding, there are two types of fragrances I'm wearing. I'm probably gonna reach for a rose fragrance behind me, one of many I own, or I'm wearing this. 9 times out of 10, if I come to a wedding, I'm wearing this. And that's Creed Royal Oud. Last but not least is a 10 out of 10. I can almost call this a masterpiece. No one really talks about this fragrance. This is easily top 10 from the entire house, if not top 5 from the entire house. This is masculine. Can a woman wear it? Sure. A woman can wear whatever she want to wear. A woman can wear fougere if she wants to. But this is a masculine scent. It's woody, it's green, it's slightly ambery with a little bit of sweetness. This is coming from the house of Boadicea the Victorious, and this is green sapphire. Absolutely stunning. You talk about the compliments in this. Oh, in the fall, winter, listen, go crazy, man. Performance on these fragrances is not an issue. 10 plus hours. Head turning masculine scent. You have raspberry, but the raspberry isn't jammy. It just adds some sweetness to the composition. You get violet leaf that adds a little bit of powderiness, but you get that pine in here, which is green and it's woodsy. And that's what gives it the green feel to it. What really makes this fragrance for me is sandalwood. How Boadicea uses sandalwood is absolutely superb, man. And that cashmere adds a woody ambery nuance to the fragrance. So it's slightly ambery. That's where you get a little bit of the sweetness from, along with the raspberry that goes nowhere. This is a masterpiece. No one talks about it. You will smell like no one else. A boss. That's green sapphire. So those were my 5 fragrances to smell like an executive. A boss. The boss of bosses. Again, do you have to spend a lot of money to smell this way? No, this is just what I would personally choose. You might choose another 5. You could choose fragrances like Elysium. I mean, I can name Creed Vintage. You can name all sorts of fragrances. These are my 5. Add your own fragrances in the comments down below. I want to see your 5. Let's build and add on to the cipher. With that being said, don't forget to follow me on IG. A link will be in the description. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. I will start doing uploads and singular reviews on TikTok. And I'll probably add some shorts on here. I just got to figure out how to transfer it from TikTok. Other than that, thank you all. Y'all are the best. I mean that to the bottom of my heart. I'm going to leave you the way I greeted you. And that's in universal language of peace.